Welcome back to Jaze Oracle. I'm your host, Jay Zoracle. Let's get started. Let's find out what the collective needs to be astrologically aware of for the third week of December 2024. And for the first star code, number 33, which is a lunar node, which is the south node, the past. The south node describes what you bring along from past lives, your skills, proclivities, addictions, weaknesses, unfinished business, and a physical place within your body where you may hold tension or ancient karmic stories. The lunar nodes are the points on the zodiac where the moon's orbit crosses the ecliptic. When the moon, sun, and earth exactly line up here, a shadow mysteriously covers the sun or moon and creates an eclipse. The ancients thought a giant creature cast those shadows and referred to the nodes as the head and tail of a dragon. I think they're referring to in the Vedic side, they're referring to Rahu and Ketu. Where the moon descended toward the south is the dragon's tail. I believe that's Ketu. Action. This situation has its roots in some past karmic pattern, the origins of which are not clear. You either need to apply skills that you were born with or look again at old problems and work to heal them. The situation feels hauntingly familiar, but without a story to go with it, echoing traces from another time or life. An old love or familiar enemy may return, or the patterns involved could remind you of an earlier difficult chapter if someone triggers your south node. You may feel like you owe them or they owe you, and while that may be true, this accounting won't help now. Cleanly deal with what is on the table and stay in the present moment. Learn new ways to respond, new skills that help when old trauma is triggered or old cravings sing their siren song. Break that spell. Use breathing techniques, investigate dialectical behavior therapy, or do something unexpected just to break those patterns and give you more options here and now. Stay focused on a healthy future of your own making. The challenge. Under stress, you may fall back on familiar defenses and relive what you've always lived. PTSD, flashbacks, and addictive habits or relationships all operate around your south node. The gift. Use this opportunity to heal triggers and patterns from the past. Take them as teaching moments and learn. Then, your hard-earned skills and wisdom can help you build your future. And the next star code that the collective needs to be astrologically aware of is number 52, which is a pattern and a supportive aspect called a trine and a sextile. Symbiosis. Trine and sextile planets promote collaboration by backing one another up, cheering one another on, and adding strength and value to their roles. A trine is formed by two planets 1/3 of the way around the circle from each other, 120 degrees apart. A sextile is half that, 60 degrees apart. Trine planets operate from the same element, fire, earth, air, or water, and speak that language. Sextile planets relate from the same polarity but in different modalities, cardinal, fixed, or mutable. They operate like supportive, non-competitive best buddies. The action. Lean into what is easy and comfortable and use that comfort to renew, grow, and expand. Look for people who have compatible and complementary ideas or skills to yours. Work with your allies. Gently expand your world through compatible people. collaborative skills, and through doing what you love. Look for a person who holds a missing piece of the project and bring them in. Find those whose work you approve of and invest in them. Engage family members and friends who really understand you. Explore what you have in common with a beloved and focus on that rather than on your differences, and build out from there. Wander in a favorite landscape and learn from what you find there. Play your favorite music, but on a new instrument. Bring your attention to where the energy flows easily, where support can be found, where enthusiasm exists. Grow organically. When life is hard, a dinner with friends where you can laugh, relax, and let down your guard can be great medicine. What a balm to talk over problems with someone who understands your worldview and to whom you don't need to explain yourself. Moments of ease can prepare us for the bigger challenges ahead. The challenge. The path of least resistance can be both delightful and limiting. Don't get stuck in a comfortable rut. The gift. Lift one another up and grow. The comfort of compatible aspects can help us build up the resources needed to do the hard work and face the tough stuff. And the final star code that the collective needs to be astrologically aware of for the third week is number 44, the 6th house, sustainability. If your chart were a village map, the 6th house would represent the central kitchen, gym, health clinic, and dog park. The 6th house speaks where you live out your daily habits, your work environment, your pets, your mind-body connection, and how you tend your health. Action. Work smarter, not harder. The opposite of a dysfunctional situation is a sustainable ecosystem. Make your life sustainable. Look at the time, resources, love, care, and sweat you put into your life and assess whether you are putting as much in as you get out and whether you're receiving as much as you put in. The input and output have to match. Maybe not every day, but certainly every week or month, or you cannot sustain the long haul. The 6th house concerns your daily work, not necessarily your vocation or longed for career. If you're waiting tables to support your acting career, the 6th house speaks both of your day job and what you do toward that dream. Put in some time and effort on your dreams to bring these two paths closer to being one and the same. Assess your work environment. Besides the money and professional trajectory, most jobs offer an opportunity to bump souls with others, a stage to work through karma and round out our personalities. Camaraderie can help to create a healthy work environment. Attitude makes all the difference. Watch where you put your mind. Nervousness can turn into chronic anxiety, which taxes the health. Give your mental hamsters something worthy to work on and keep them from merely spinning. Look at your daily habits and invest in good self-care. Make healthy food delicious and healthy activity enjoyable. Play with the dog or talk to the wild birds. Time with animals can restore the spirit as well as be great exercise. Challenge. Worry can give you the illusion that you're taking care of business, but it does not further your goals. The gift. You can create a beautiful and sustainable ecosystem out of your life as you pursue a delicious, healthy work-life balance. Okay, collective. So, this is going to be your Jaze Zoracle 7-day weekly reading for the collective for the third week of December 2024. Take a good look at that. There's a lot going on there. It's been a heavy month. It's been a heavy year. And major shifts and changes have taken place. So let's look at the first day. So the card that you got for the first day is the Queen of Cups, which represents any kindly woman in your life. If the querent is a man, she may signify his wife or the woman he loves. She is creative, perhaps an artist, with visionary tendencies. Her psychic ability is highly developed and tends to be accurate. However, she tempers her intuitive nature with mature judgment. If this queen does not represent a person, the situation she describes may concern a creative endeavor, relationship, or circumstances with a positive emotional tone. Let me just clarify. This queen can represent the wife of anyone who is married to that person. And the root energy for the first day is the Page of Cups. This page signifies a young person, male or female, possibly a son, daughter, or a younger sibling, who is bringing you a message about love. It might mean an engagement or a wedding, some situation that holds an inherent emotional risk. The circumstances may be exciting, yet scary at the same time, as with a sudden elopement. Often the page suggests naivete or vulnerability, especially in matters of the heart. If the card represents the querent, it says you have already decided to take an emotional risk and aren't interested in being dissuaded. You are willing to give it your all and feel things will work out. On the second day, the collective got the Five of Cups. Collective, your unhappiness is a result of your attitude, which you can change. This is a card of choice. You can continue to brood over what went wrong, or you can turn around and contemplate what can go right in the future. You don't have to be miserable unless you enjoy misery. And if you turn around, you'll see that there's two cups that are still standing. The root energy for day 2 is the Queen of Pentacles, which represents a generous woman who is also an excellent manager in spiritual and financial areas. She may be a sensual woman who is at home in her body and enjoys her creature comforts. As an advisor, she favors the querent, or will at least be fair. She is pragmatic and realistic and wants to see that the money she distributes produces tangible results. If the card doesn't represent a person, it shows a harvest after much labor, security, the acquisition of wisdom through experience, and prudent use of wealth. For day 3, the collective got the Queen of Swords, who may represent a single or independent woman with authority and power. Often she is someone with keen intellectual or communicative abilities. In some instances, this card may indicate someone who has endured emotional loss and separation, perhaps as a result of a divorce or death. If she describes a person, she is strong-willed and has the ability to cope with her loss and go on with her life. If she does not represent a person, this queen can indicate that the querent is going through a difficult experience, which will open new vistas if he or she uses it for positive growth. And the root energy for day 3 is the Ten of Wands, which says, your labor may have gone for naught, or you may be carrying burdens that really don't belong to you, collective. You feel weary, as if the whole world is on your shoulders. It's up to you to decide whether to continue carrying the heavy responsibilities you have undertaken, or if other people are shirking their part, it should help you out. Sometimes one member of a family or organization gets all the dirty work for the simple reason that they are willing to do it. Make sure others are doing their fair share. Ask for help if you need it. Don't let pride stand in your way. And the card for day 4 for the collective is the Four of Swords, which says that you have been in pain, collective, but now you are in the first stage of recovery, whether from emotional upheaval or physical illness. You are resting and taking the time out to think things through and plan your next moves more wisely. This is the calm after the storm. and you may want to retreat from other people and the world. During this time, think, plan, and reevaluate what you have been doing before the crisis. It's time to get your inner house in order. And the root energy for day 4 is the 5 of Pentacles. This 5 is a warning that money may soon be very tight, that losses may ensue from ill-advised investments, or that support you had counted on won't be forthcoming, such as a grant, legacy, or job. In some cases, it advises you to ask for help from other people or the universe. And the card you got for day 5 is the 7 of Swords reversed. When the 7 of Swords appears reversed, it emphasizes all of the previously mentioned attributes, but includes the possibility of deception. Maintain caution and vigilance in all things during this period. Stay open-minded and flexible so that you can respond to changes speedily. You may be experimenting with different plans of action, getting various points of view. So what it means by emphasizing the previously mentioned attributes but includes the possibility of deception, so it means that you have got the upper hand over a tricky situation, collective, but you still need to exercise caution in handling your affairs because there probably some deception involved. Discretion and discrimination are required, as are diplomacy and evasive tactics. You may not like this oblique approach, but you'll be more likely to achieve success this way. That's the card for day 5. And the root energy for day 5 is the 6 of Pentacles. Good things are coming to you and going out from you. In material terms, you are experiencing abundance, prosperity, and personal gratification. You may be in a position to support a good cause, perhaps by contributing financially to people who are struggling upward. This card can also represent philanthropic projects or providing work for other people. And for day 6, you got the 8 of Pentacles. You are integrating old skills into a new form, or you are adding new skills. You've tried various means of making your living, and you are now finalizing how you want to use your personal resources to fulfill your needs and expand. Your sureness of purpose guarantees success. Your craftsmanship will be rewarded by increased income, opportunity, and respect. And the root energy for day 6 is the Magician. This is a situation of new beginnings, collective, and new choices. It indicates someone who is willing and able to manipulate the situation to achieve the desired ends. It suggests leadership potential, ambition, desire for action, and new relationships coming into being. The tools for whatever action you desire are already at hand, as is the knowledge for using them correctly. It is a time to evaluate the tools you have at your disposal and relate them properly to your aims. And the card you got for day 7 is the King of Wands. The king represents a man of status and wealth, an influential and independent person who is inclined to help those he cares about. You can rely on his honesty, intelligence, loyalty, and fair-mindedness, and you are sure to get good advice from him. If the king does not represent an actual person in your life, he can refer to a situation which is exactly as it appears to be with no hint of deception. This card can indicate that good fortune is coming your way, perhaps in the form of good news, a promotion, or an inheritance. And the root energy for day 7 is the 10 of Swords. When the 10 of Swords appears upright, it suggests that you need to make a clean break from the past and all its attendant pain and suffering. Whether this means a divorce, quitting a job, changing careers, moving across the country, or changing a traditional belief system, make the break and make it cleanly, collective, leaving no loose ends. It's time to do away with previous illusions that have clouded your vision. And the root energy, the root card for this entire reading is the Knight of Cups, which is bringing you a message about love, or he may represent your true love, the knight on the white horse. His appearance indicates you are deeply involved in an emotional situation to the point where little else matters. You may be awaiting this message, such as a declaration of love or a proposal of marriage, with such anticipation that everything else seems insignificant. All other relationships pale when compared with this one. If the knight does not represent a lover, he is certainly a friend, honest, intelligent, and willing to aid you. Well, that's a pretty good route, I would say. So that's going to be it for the third week of December 2024 for the collective. So I just want to say thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. Please tell all your friends about my show. There's jazeoracle.com. And I'm going to continue with these collective readings, and I might be giving some special updates on Capricorn and Aquarius, possibly sometime in December, and sometimes possibly in January, maybe even into February. It's such a special time right now since Pluto left Capricorn and has now moved into Aquarius, as well as we got this Mercury retrograde energy. And I believe Saturn went direct recently. So there's just a whole lot going on. And at this point, I'm focusing on collective readings as well as maybe just Capricorn and Aquarius at the moment. But eventually, I will go back to the other signs I was doing. So thanks again, and I'll see you soon.